Hello and welcome everyone to the Module 6 Instructor Plan discussion. At this point, you should have already been able to submit the initial postings, responses, submissions for everything from Modules 1 through 5, and we're now in the second half of this workshop. The second half of this workshop, as you're going to notice, is going to focus a lot on communication, how you're communicating things to your learners. A lot of that we've already seen in parts of this course before, such as the course introduction overview, grading policy, things like that. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into those here. So with this particular discussion, you really only have to do two things, which is very nice. No need to provide screenshots, no need to provide examples. You can if you want, bonus points if you do, but not required for this. For this particular post, you're really just going to be sharing with me, with us, what your plan for interacting with students looks like in your course. Then, of course, you're going to respond to a peer, critiquing their statement, their narrative on, or comparing to SRS 5.3. Just as a quick reminder to review that rubric, you just need to post your plan and then comment on the strengths and recommendations that you make or you would make to your peer. So pretty straightforward. To kind of help clarify what we're looking for when we're talking about the plan for interacting, let's actually look at SRS 5.3. So there's a couple pieces to 5.3. One, what is your plan and how are you communicating it to students? So again, really focusing in on that communication piece. Your post does not require you to actually tell us how and where you are communicating this to students, but please note that it is a part of meeting SRS 5.3 that not only you're doing it, but you're communicating it to your learners. Bonus points again if you do include this information in your post. So some things that they're looking for is that you have a plan, that you're including when learners can expect responses to discussion posts and feedback on assignments. They're also looking for clear information to be provided about when learners will receive instructor responses to emails, discussion posts, feedback on assignments, and grades. And if we look down in the additional examples, this will actually cover other things that are included in that interaction plan, such as if you're doing emails or announcements, anything that's going to be course-wide, pertinent to all students in the course. This does not necessarily include like when you'll be individually emailing students, although that is separately included as that if a student is going to be emailing you, you'll want to make sure that you're providing an expectation on when students can hear back from you via email, to Q&A discussion boards, to community forums, any space where a student can reach out to you. You might also provide information on when some assignments will receive summary feedback directed to all learners. So similar to how we've done in this course, I've been trying to provide some course-wide feedback where I'm sharing tips and tricks on being successful via announcements. So just providing some information on students should look to announcements to get kind of course-wide information, course-wide tips, summaries on everything. Some instructors like to do this by doing a weekly summary video that they post as a part of the course or separately in the announcements. Both are really great ideas. And then finally, they're also looking for, clear information on additional feedback or guidance that will be provided by the instructor for auto-graded quizzes, or maybe you have some participation-based assignments that aren't necessarily going to be graded, or maybe they are graded, but they have kind of a auto-grade feature to them, and when you're going to be giving just feedback. So it's really just about, are you communicating? What is that current plan? How are you communicating that to students? So hopefully that makes sense to everyone. If you need any additional help or questions or examples of what that might look like and how you might communicate that in your course, be sure to post that as a part of your discussion post, and I'll be sure to read and reply to those. Thanks so much.